Oh, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree, you're not decorated. Welcome back, you guys. This is Hodag, and this is another episode, finally, of Ark Survival Evolved. We're here on the island, and I am back. After such a long break, you guys, we're up here in the snow on AAA battery. And what are we going to do today? Well, since the last time that I have played, I have been working still. Every once in a while, I've also been having some of the tribe members help feed the dinos over the holiday break and everything. A big shout out to Zorkan and Ayan for that. I messed up the name. For helping me out with that because I was away. I was in New Orleans, I was up in Wisconsin, I was flying around, I was visiting friends and things, and I've been doing stuff, even since before I left, okay? And one of those things is you see that little island. It stretches from there to there. It's a little tiny island. Well, I mean, it's not super tiny. It's a little bit large, actually. But that island is where I've been working, and I hate the fact that it's snowing. So I'm literally going to wait here until it's... Of course, now I'm freezing. I'm going to wait here until it stops snowing. Then I'm going to bring you guys back, because I can't show you this when it's in the snow. I just can't. I've spent too many hours on this to show you when it's in the snow. So I'll be right back. Alright, everybody, welcome back. It is a little foggy, but I want you to keep your eyes on that island as we descend toward it. And you'll see that I pooped. I pooped a little bit. But more importantly, we're about to get into view. Come on. Yeah, it's a big island, you know. It's nice and flat, though, which is why I like it. And, oh, look at those two little things in the middle starting to load in there. Well, I wonder, you know, that's nice. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Yeah, guys. Now, that looks small probably to you, but those are two behemoth gates, and that is all 12 high walls around an entire island that is paved in stone foundations. Do you have any idea how many that is? I lost track. I was going to try to count it for you guys, but I honestly lost track of how many stone 12 high walls and how many stone foundations. It's hundreds of both, for sure. And what this is the new base, everybody. This is going to be it. Now, obviously, it's not finished, but the walls are up. And I've kind of planned out some dino doors and some behemoth gates on the sides and a little bit of a dino door over there. I've kind of planned out what I'm going to put in here. For a while, I realized it was starting to look like a giant bean. So I thought maybe I'd keep it bean-shaped and have it be like the bean base. But then I realized I wanted like a little escape to the land over there on that side. So I kind of branched out that way a little bit more. And we will never have a problem. I should knock on wood right now because this game is insane. We should not have a problem with finding space for dinos anymore. We should not have a problem with space at all, even for breeding dinos, for storing dinos, for anything dinos, even for storing like Brontos. My plan is to even possibly on one of these sides, I got plans for the ceilings and for like building it up more, putting in hatch frames, having a whole like central section where I do all my things, you know, where I have all my gear and my furnaces and all that stuff, and then having that built even like a secondary level above that and going up even more and having all the gizmos and gadgets, and who knows how much of that will be done exactly. But what I want to start doing today is I want to start taming you guys. I've been building this for so long that it's starting to get to the point where it happens every time I take on projects in these games, is I take on too big of projects and then I start to lose focus on having fun with the game. And what I want to do is start taming things, start getting the eggs and things for a kibble farm going, which will be in here. Start getting all sorts of things. Now, the one thing that we do have to probably finish or work on right now is there are Argentavis that spawn around here, and technically those could still fly over the 12 high walls, even though once you're in here, you really do feel pretty safe. Like, not much can see over a 12 high wall, guys. So the Argentavis might fly in. guy trying to do the thing here. But other than that, I think we're pretty safe, you guys. So what we're going to do is I've started to bring, see, I brought like 200 walls or ceilings with me. What I think I'm going to do is, at least on one side of this, just put walls above the top. But one thing I wanted to see, and this could be something that I'm about to get really annoyed with, is can I put ceilings over all of this without actually... No. First and couple are going to be the hardest part here. Okay. I know I can attach them, you know, fairly close to the wall. That's fine. What I want to see is, can I then just continue? Because I know if you're using non-S plus things, you don't have to have all the pillars supporting everything. Even though it looks really weird and janky, you can just kind of like keep going, and magically, like, nothing will be holding up the ceiling, but it'll work. It'll work in some strange, weird universe. And so I want to kind of do that just for now, just so we have a roof on this thing, and then I'll expand up later, because believe it or not, it doesn't take me long to build like 100 of these stone ceilings. Along with Dwayne Johnson and a couple of the other ones. It actually went pretty quick. It still took a really long time, but it went pretty quick to get all these 12 high walls and foundations and everything. Like, the biggest problem is I wouldn't be able to haul as much as I want, even though AAA battery here is pretty good. We might want to look into getting ourselves a better Quetzal eventually, because he can't haul as much as I'd like him to haul, you know. So we're just going to start putting these ceilings on, and I want to test this right now. Can we just build straight out here? Let's see. If we can build straight out, then I know it's correct, and I won't have any problem with this, and I'll be totally happy. And that's what I'm going to do then. I'm just going to... Hey, guy. Lag? What are you doing? You were green. I saw you. There you go. It's lag. Okay. It is. It does look like we can just build straight out, even though that's super weird. And it's not going to have to be supported or anything. That's freaking awesome. Okay, because once I get that, you know, even if I put a ceiling on half of this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start bringing all the dinos over. I'm going to start kind of building the machinery that we need in here. That might be this episode, actually. We might need to get set up a little bit more over here first, but not with, you know, continuing building up the amazing structure and all that stuff. I think we're just going to move the dinos over here, and then I think I might still keep that other base more or less intact. But we'll build a couple of the ingredients and things that we need for the machinery that we need, and we'll get that over here set up at least somewhere in the middle here, get all the dinos over here on one side, and that way we can pave the way for us to start kicking some serious arc butt, you guys, because I know Operation's out, and some peeps that I know, my peeps are all playing that, and I would want to get over there, but I feel like I haven't done a lot of things on the island even, and I would be remiss if I didn't at least try some of those. So let me go ahead, get a bunch of ceilings on here, at least get this place a little bit more safe, maybe put up even a fake wall temporarily, so that we can put some air conditioners in here and I don't have to constantly wear my fur armor. But yeah, then we're going to be able to do some more fun stuff. Well, ladies and gentle peeps, ooh, that's a big fish. As the sun rises, we approach the base, and you can see that it has more or less a roof on top of it. And if you look at my inventory, you can see I'm carrying another 150 ceilings, which probably won't finish this, but I didn't want to make too many extra, so I'm going to kind of play it slow. I also crafted a couple air conditioners. I just killed an Allosaurus on the way here. I got a fabricator. I got an industrial grill. I got an industrial forge. I got generators, crafting benches, cooking pots, bookshelves, refrigerators, refining forges, electricity stuff, storage stuff, preserving bins for the jerky, and a vault that I found in a drop. That's pretty cool. Refrigerator. This, you know, I made almost everything except for the industrial forge that's in the other base, and I made that because I've also been collecting, what do you call it? I've been collecting a whole bunch of metal. That's what I've been collecting. Derp. Been collecting a whole bunch of metal as I've been out trying to do all this other junk and collect a whole bunch of other stuff. So We're just going to kind of lay a bunch of this stuff down. I think everything, for the most part, can be picked back up if I want to move it later. But for now, we're going to at least get this stuff on the ground here in the base and get it to a point where it's like, yeah, all right, so we're starting to have a base, you know. We're going to put it mainly in the middle section here because the middle section is and always was kind of meant to be where my living quarters was. There's small doors in the bottom here so that I can walk in some of the smaller dinos maybe and park them on like a first floor. But then as we go up even higher than the 12 walls, my plan was eventually to have my industrial forges and stuff. I can land birds up there and run right in and grab something and run back out. And then on the sides, this side and that side are both meant to be kind of more dino storage, as well as like our egg farm and all that stuff. All of our dinos are going to be housed in there on different levels if they have to be. And yeah, I've also, look at that, I put in a behemoth hatch gate frame thing for the AAA battery here. And so yeah, alright, so I'm just going to put a whole bunch of this stuff down, I suppose. And yeah, then we'll finally have the beginnings of a base. I am going to keep the entire other base over on the far side over there intact. Just, I don't know why. I feel like it should be there. If I ever have to go over and stay there, then it's all good. I'll probably bring some of the resources over here. And use the resources here, but I'm not going to bring too much. I don't want to be transferring everything. Like, that's why I made another... Ooh, we're getting close to the wall here. That's why I made another industrial forge and another industrial everything else. Because even though those take tons of metal and probably would have been better to just bring over, that's fine. We can always get more of those. Let's put the bookshelf. Actually, no. You know what? Because this is boring. Let's just throw all this in here for now. And we'll place that later because it's really not that interesting. What I want to show you guys on the map here is where we were. I didn't realize I hadn't shown you that before, and my fur gloves are in the way. That's kind of a little bit strange. Anyway, that's me up there. My hand's a little bit in the way too. But we're at latitude on the left there, longitude on the bottom. We're at longitude about 40, 41, something like that. We're at latitude like 15, which is crazy. And down where we were before was about longitude 35-ish and latitude 75. So we have had to fly up the resources for a ton of things to get this built up here. And now that we have all the resources in here to start fabricating and doing everything else here, we'll have to haul up the dinos, which is also going to take quite a while. But I'm excited to see that little home icon over on the right once I put the rest of the roofs in here and once I get the air conditioners sorted out. Look how tiny the storage things are compared to this huge thing that we're blinded by with gamma. Let me turn that back. Oh, jeez. It's going to be dark in here, too. This place is so huge. Look how tiny those, like, 10 storage boxes look. Oh, my God. I don't know if we're ever going to use this whole thing, which is great. I'm sick of building bases in Ark where we run out of space. And then we have to try to expand, and then it just becomes like a base of ridiculousness that doesn't match or fit anything, and I hate it. So, let me go ahead, and I'm going to put down all that stuff that I fabricated up to get over here, including the fabricator. I'm going to put more ceilings. I'm going to finish the ceilings on this thing. I'm going to get a bunch of our dinos over here. And then maybe toward the end of this episode, we'll still have time to, I don't know, we'll see if we can tame one or two more things. Because taming is always fun. Also, as I sit here laying down more of these stone ceilings, which seems like the only thing I do these days, some of you might be asking, why the heck, Hodag, why you had a perfectly, like, working base over there next to the whole tribe and everything, why would you move way the heck up here? And it's simply because I've built bases in a few different spots on the island now. And I haven't like tamed a bunch of the dinos because I am kind of a builder in all these games. But I wanted to build a base up where I hadn't seen many of the people I know building bases, which is in the wintry, cold area. It's kind of seen as, especially when I started, it's kind of seen as a place where you go up maybe to get some oil. Once I realized there was oil up here, believe it or not, I was getting oil in many other ways before that, not knowing there was way easier places to get oil. But yeah, a lot of the people I knew were just kind of like, yeah, we don't go, including myself. We were like, yeah, we just don't go up there. It's too difficult to to handle it up there. There's some dinos up here that are kind of mean. We don't want to deal with that. So I kind of wanted the challenge, you guys. Every once in a while, it's fun to have a challenge of building in a place where some other people are not wanting to build. And I like this place. It looks very beautiful. Plus, look at these mountains around me, you guys. I got 3 mountains kind of near me in a triangle. Plus, I can go over to the other one pretty close by still with a Quetzal. And I can pick up tons of resources. In fact, I'm going to need a little bit more obsidian only to build the industrial grinder. And that's probably going to come from the island that's at longitude 25, latitude 25. Because that thing has tons of polymer on it. That's the only thing I need. I only need a little more polymer, actually, to get the grinder even. So that'll complete the whole set for this base. And then we can get to taming, because I have been waiting so long to do more taming. Another quick note before we get to the end of the episode here is in my haste to go ahead and craft all the things that I would need for a new base, a large majority of those are not S+, including the forge and the fabricator and the industrial grill, one of the fridges, all the air conditioners, a lot of stuff. I wasted so much metal on that stuff. So basically I realized it when I was halfway done. And then I was like, you know what, I don't care. Even if I might keep it exactly where it is and just use that side for dinos for now. It may never move, I don't know. It might just always be fine right where it is. And I love how the industrial forge even looks tiny in this place. But yeah, it looks like we got 45 more ceilings to go over here on this corner. And then we're good to go. So I should be able to finish this pretty quick and get to transferring dinos over here. And we'll be done with all this base building nonsense before we know it here. So I'm sitting here thinking that this whole time I was thinking of hauling over all of my dinos the same way I've been hauling over all the building supplies, which would be with the Quetzal. I was like, I'll just grab a dino and haul them over there. And then I started thinking, I got a lot of tiny dinos. I can only haul one at a time. And I was starting to think, this will take forever. Literally. And that, why are these guys all flying? That's when I was like, okay, what other ways can I transfer dinos? And I remembered I have a boat. I have a boat that I built and I never used. So that might be a way that we transfer dinos. And then I was thinking, what's an even cooler way to transfer dinos? I was thinking, like, maybe I'll ask one of these other guys who probably has like a Quetzal platform saddle or something, and we can air or fly them all over on a Quetzal platform saddle, much easier. And then I was like, you know what? What do I have that I could do that with? And I realized that I have recently acquired the Bronto platform saddle. And how awesome would it be for me to like load up a Bronto platform saddle with all of my dinos and do like a giant like trek across the island? That might have to happen, everybody. That just might have to happen, okay? But then I was thinking, you know, if I'm gonna get a really awesome Bronto to ferry my way across the island, it's gonna have to be an awesome Bronto. I'm not gonna do it on like some crap Bronto with all of my dudes, you know? What is going on with this guy? I can't access him either. He's tweaking out. Anyway, so then I was like, okay, so then we need Carbonemies for Carbonemies Kibble, which is the Bronto's favorite, and we're going to find ourselves like a level 100 and something Bronto and tame up that Bronto, because I want us to get an awesome Bronto. If we're going to do it, we might as well do it right? So, I think that's the plan, you guys. It's time to tame us up some Carbonemies. everybody. As you can see, we have the whole family here of Carbonemes that I've gone around and found. I've looked for the lowest level ones I could find. We got 4 females and of course 1 male to kind of boost the production. And I've also recently found a very nice blueprint for a rifle, which is a Mastercraft 206.4% weapon damage. So that's what we're going to be using to knock these guys out. It shouldn't take more than like 1 per person per turtle. So here we go. Let's try this. Well, maybe it'll take 2 per turtle. I don't know. And they're all going to bunch up here right next to me. So that means I'm going to have to keep kind of moving around because I do not want to hit them. Actually, I do not care their level at all. I have a bunch of narcotics on me. I have a bunch of vegetables on me because, again, I don't care about their level. That guy's almost out. He's running away. And now he's out. Should be. This is almost rude. It's like shooting fish in a barrel here, if you've ever heard that expression. Yeah, come on, get wrecked, guy. Oh, man, these guys are tough. You know, if I was on a like, PvP server, 1 guy's down, and I was taming these guys for tanks, 2 guys are down. Come on, guy. Get wrecked. Then I would try to actually get the correct kibble for these guys and make sure that they are as high level as possible. He's out. Come here, you. Oh, did I miss him? I hit him. And he's out. And last one. I'm not used to taming this many at the same time. This is funny. Alright, they're all out. Let's throw some veggies on each of them. I basically grabbed a stack of veggies for each of these guys. And I got a stack of narcotics for each of them. None of them are probably going to even need narcotics. They're so low level that it should just pretty much tame itself. But this is hilarious. My army of Carbonemes just so I can get a giant Bronto, just so we can take a huge trip across the island and make it all epic and stuff. But I don't know how long it's going to take. But I'm going to tame them up, and we'll be back when they're done, you guys. And our first one is up. What are we going to call this guy? Wait, is this the female or the male? I think it's the female. Let's call it Carbo Load number 1. Hodag. There we go. Now if it does die at some point, which it won't, of course, we know exactly whose it is, and nobody will have any idea trying to figure it out. Or no problem trying to figure it out. Okay, you just chill right there, Carbo Load. Yep. Alright, the rest of these guys are in the 70s, 60s. These guys are close, 91, 71. So, let's figure out, get these guys up and running, and then we'll move on to the next step. Alright, you guys, welcome back. Here I am aboard Carbo Vader, you know, the father of all the carbos. And you know that moment when you were at the club and all the honeys just trying to holler at you? Look at the carbos. So we're marching all the way up to my base. All the females are following me. This is so stupid. This is what the rest of my arc experience is going to be like, you guys. I'm just going to be doing silly things like this, where we have so much fun doing the most random, ridiculous things, but we're also going to be like taming everything, and we're gonna accomplish stuff too, so it's going to be awesome as well. But just look at this. Oh man, I like Carbo Butts and I cannot lie. Alright, I got everybody lined up here. Now we just have to AFK for a bit and get some eggs. Alright guys, as the sun dawns on a new day here, you can see all the carbos all lined up in a row. I've been sitting here AFK for a while, watching some movies, doing some video editing, and getting these guys, collecting the eggs. I got about 20 kibble at the moment, and I've been bored running around. I've also collected a lot of eggs from these guys in here, mainly Dilo eggs and the Dimorphodons, a few Dodo eggs, but I don't really need those too much anymore. Any other eggs that I got that I can think of? Lystro. I've been collecting Lystro eggs from this guy. This guy's been pumping out eggs. A lot of poop, but a few eggs. And almost no Stego eggs during that time. So what I did is I went over and I grabbed Stego Daddy, and I tamed him up really quick. Just dropped him in the pen, knocked him out, and gave him some veggies, just like these other carbos. And then my other Barry White, this guy over here, Barry White wasn't quite stretching all the way from the carbos over to the stegos with his egg spreading joy, his baby making music. So I went ahead and tamed his brother Larry White. So Larry's over here by the by the stegos. But you guys, I really wanted to move all the dinos in this episode, but I think we're running out of time. I'm gonna have to cut it here. We're gonna have to say goodbye to you guys. Stare at a bunch of Carbo Butts on the way out today, and yeah, we'll have to get at it next time as I crouch here behind all the butts, waiting for eggs. But I promise we'll get the Bronto up next time. We'll transport the dinos. Hopefully we'll tame a few more. There's a couple more on my list that I want to get tamed very soon, actually. So yes, definitely we're going to get at that. We need to get basically our kibble farm going for imprinting on dinos. And we got a couple of those, but we really need a lot more. So a couple of those I'll be getting. But anyway, you guys, you know, thank you for watching today. A lot of Carbo Butts here. Hit the like button if you liked it. Sorry I rambled a bit. I just spent so much time on that new base that I really wanted to show it off. But I hope you enjoyed it, you guys. Hit subscribe if you want to see more. Leave some comments down there. Show me some love in the comments. Let me know any dinos you want to see me tame, and I will try to do it. Whatever it is, I'll try to make it happen. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Whoa. And have a nice day.